In the centre, Sean Hamill, which they welcome back, which is a great addition. He's a great defensive centre with Campbell Stewart, who's in good form, a rep player. Then in the halves, we've got Keith McKenzie. There's a change. Jeff Nielsen's dropped out. Keith McKenzie comes in, and Jared Lee. They welcome him back, which is a big addition for him. And then in the front row, Danny Dean and Darcy Morosky and Jake George in the hooking position. Then in the back row, Connor Nolan, Nathan Smith and Cole Beatros locks the scrum. And then we have Trent O'Brien, Jimmy Mullins, Jacob Mowat and Will O'Grady on the bench.
And the Reggies have finished, Nutsy. 14 points to 12. The Warwick have prevailed over.
Cowboys scoring a try there with only about 4 minutes of play to go. And they've come out victors here, 14 points to 12. A very important win for the Warwick home side here. That will just put them into outright fifth.
Now 10 minutes to go before kick-off. What an important game it is for Warwick boys. If they win today, they go to top of the table. After Valleys won their 4th game in a row last night in an absolute classic against the Gundawindi Boars, 22 points to 18. And what a great game it should be. And there's a lot at stake because Highfields, if they win today, they still keep in touch with the 5.
Yes, truly, it's going to be a tough game. There's a bit of moisture out on the ground. It's still drizzling rain here, and there's a bit of a stiff breeze coming from the... What way does it come from, Nutsy? Because you're a local Condamine spy.
It's coming from the southeast here.
Southeast,
it's not a strong breeze, Cookie. I mean, I don't think...
It's starting to pick up a little bit, though.
It's coming on the back of that bit. There's a bit of a
second half. Which way would you run in the first half?
Oh, look... If I was winning the toss, I'd always like to go uphill in the first half and downhill. Not as much of a slope. I like to come home going down. But, you know, it's up to the toss. I suppose you've got to win the toss, haven't you, Cookie?
That's the number one thing, mate. And, no, you're right. It slopes down to the east, I suppose, here at
it's always good to come
Ranger.
home in front of your bar, like the bar's
the
down
can
there.
shop corner.
The can shop corner, because if you've got a bit of a tail up and away you go.
Now, we're going to have players to watch on each side today. And, Cookie, we'll let you take over the Highfield side. Who are the players to watch? Pick one player that would be the player to watch in Highfields today that you think will be the difference.
Well, you'd have to go with their halfback, Jared Lee. He's such a great competitor, and he just never dies wondering. He'll test every defensive weakness in the opposition, you can say, and he's an absolute schemer at his best, and he's up there with the echelon of halfbacks in this competition, that is for sure. And if Warwick aren't on their game this afternoon, he'll pull their pants down.
Losing Jeff Nielsen is a big blow for Highfields. Keith McKenzie, do you guys know much about him, Terry?
Well, he's an original Highfields player, I think. This is what I got told last week. Went to Pittsworth last year, played at Pittsworth last year, and now he's gone back to Highfields.
Now, Warwick...
Or I don't know whether it's the other way around.
Well, it's one of those things, Cookie.
That sounds like a jigsaw puzzle.
Well, I think he might be a Pittsworth player, and he's gone to Highfields.
Ladies and gentlemen, dealing with 2 dribblers at the moment, right? He's very, very happy to do it. And now, the player to watch in Warwick, who is the player in Warwick, Nutsy, that will make the difference today?
Oh, look, I mean, I don't... Look, Sammy Bromwell has been out. Geez, I've been a tower of strength for the Cowboys side. Unfortunately, just with another head knock, won't be there. Now, look, I'm going to throw a little bit of a curveball into here. I see Harry Sullivan's going to start on the wing, but I think he'll be very instrumental. I think he will play hooker at some given stage in this game, and I know his older brother, Ben Sullivan, but this kid is a very, very dynamic. He's a little live wire in a dummy half. Just watch for him when he comes into that dummy half position. I think he can create something for the Cowboys. And Mick Bloomfield coming back, second game back. He just plays with so much high energy, and he gives the Cowboys plenty of energy when he's out in the field. So just watch. I really do think he'll do something for the Cowboys. And now one to watch, and the Condamine River Spies tells me that Marshall, if he gets into the halfback position, just watch him. He's been very, very strong. He's tried that position once, and he's come up very, very strongly. So that's where I think the Cowboys can really stick it to the Highfield side here this afternoon.
He's won our previous Player of the Match award, Matt Marshall, so he's one that I thought was an obvious. But talking to Gus McKellar last night and again today, He was a little bit disappointed as Highfields run out into the field ready to play. A little bit disappointed with his outs, but he said they've had a good week of training, and you can tell that Highfields in reserve grade have aimed up, and it looks like it's going to be a crackerjack match. And Warwick, you were talking to Matt Grew earlier today?
Oh, I just had a bit of a chat to Matt Grew, and he's very happy with the way things are pumping along. Young Paul Campbell been out with the knee. And Bromwell, look, you've got to take precaution with those head knocks today, and you've got to take advice from what the doctor's saying. He's been such a great competitor, very confident, as was Gus, because I spoke to Gus earlier in the day, and that's his best side he's put on the field, and he's hoping they can really perform here this afternoon.
There's a rainbow coming over the ground now, if that means anything.
You always bring happiness when you're out here at Warwick. King Hall.
And we see a beautiful naked man on the TV at the moment, right? Which is probably an absolute pot of gold at the end of a rainbow. But now the sun's come out, and it looks like it's going to be a great day for football. Gee, I love playing footy in the wet conditions, Terry.
Yes. It certainly, it's not, the ground looks as though it's held up really well. It hasn't had a lot of...
not a big lot of rain, Cookie.
No,
We've just been here.
It's
wet
not,
if you got out in it, but
yeah,
it's probably just missing Warwick a little bit. The showers are going to the east of Warwick and probably be out towards the west, so hopefully we can get the game through. No, we want the rain. We want it to play in rain because the countryside desperately needs rain.
Yeah, that is for sure. We always need it. Never knock back the H2O from the sky, that is for sure. And our referee today is Braden Beck, who's in good form at the moment. Hence the top of the table clash. Number one billing today, the Hutchison Builders match of the day here at Father Ranger. And the Warwick Cowboys come out and they line up on the halfway mark. I haven't seen that done for a while. Usually they
all go and shake hands now. I think it's a great thing.
Yeah, it is a good
come
thing.
Back into the football.
Led out by Mickey Bloomfield.
Well, Obi told me I wouldn't have much to say today, and thank God for that, because everyone must be enjoying a lot of the dribble that comes from here.
But you, King Hawk, you just sit there, strap yourself in, because this is going to be one hell of a game of rugby league.
Now, Nutsy, can you make sure that you try and barrack a little bit for Highfields today?
No, I'm very neutral. We've got to. I love watching the games and how both sides will. I want to see how this Highfield side, they can really dominate the play the ball area. If they can, they've been a side now. Gus obviously can get players in and get control the play the ball area. Cookie, that's where I think they'll be try and dominate. But anyway, it's across to you, Cookie, where the game is just about ready to get underway.
It certainly is, and Mackenzie will get us underway. Highfields will kick off, and they're kicking to the eastern end. And Warwick running to the scoreboard end, and away we go, and it goes down, and it runs through the legs of Cody Tandy. He lets it bounce through his legs, and it's picked up by Bloomfield over there in the far corner, and he's made it just short of his 22. So they come to the right through Bradfield. Bradfield takes the first hit up for the Warwick Cowboys, and he's wrestled to ground by Maraski and the help of Jared Lee underneath, and that's the first penalty, pushing in the ruck, and they've really cracked down on that this year, Nutsy, and it's good to see, because I love Braden Beck, how he no interference in the ruck whatsoever, which is great, and he's very consistent at it.
As he just went to play the ball, the Highfields player just pushed him back, had no other way to go.
So Don just takes it from the tap straight up and takes the hit up and makes it just over to his Highfields 40-metre line. Vivega, he has his first hit up. Good solid run from the front rower. Comes to the right, and they get it on to Abbas. Is it Abbas, the 13? No, Cody Byrne. Cody Byrne just takes it forward, and he gets it within 15 metres of the try line. They go to the left through Vivega again, and Vivega, he tries to storm his way towards the try line, but the Highfields defence up to the task, pull him down a metre short, right in front of the post. They go to the left. It's Bradfield. He's trying to crash his way over, but I think he's been held up.
Yep.
So he'll be made to go back 10 metres out from the line and play it. I think it's around the fourth tackle.
Good set there, Nutsy.
Yeah, great set for the Cowboys so far. Still a couple of tackles to go, Cookie.
So last tackle, he says. And Tandy put a kick in, and it's been knocked on by Highfields, so it's another chance for the Warwick Cowboys on the Highfields line, and they'll get an S&K drilling scrum, 10 out on that scoreboard side.
Unlucky, Nutsy.
Very unlucky there. Just put the boot to it. I'm just going to try to work out where everyone's... Abbas is playing right out here in right centre. Tandy's going to feed the ball here with Marshall first off the scrum, Cookie.
Yes, and Marshall shows and goes, takes the line on, and he'll be pulled down, wrestled to the ground. 3 Highfields player takes to pull him down. Slow play the ball. They come to the right through Josh Cruz. Josh Cruz, he tries to muscle his way over. Geez, he must be close. Held up again. So Highfields, great defence by them.
I had him in a double.
Did you?
Unbelievable, but that's a great set of 6 by the Warwick Cowboys to start the game, Nutsy.
Good defence, though, by Highfields as well, Cookie.
So they go to the left, through Marshall, through Tandy, Tandy onto Vavega, and Vavega turns his back into the defence and wrapped up by Connor Nolan over there. So they go to the left, through Tandy, Tandy onto Craig Don, and great set play, slices through and goes in for that first Toowoomba Sports Club try.
I've got him in the double too.
Yes, it was a great set, and we kept on saying it 3 times, Nutsy, didn't we?
Come off the back of possession. Come off the back of possession. The Cowboys getting the early penalty and then got up there on their line. The Eagles come up with that unfortunate knock-on, which give the Cowboys another opportunity, and they really set that play up well there, Cookie.
They certainly did. Just a second phase out the back play by beautiful hole running by Craig.
Yeah, Don.
Good man. No,
it's good. It's
Don. Good as Don.
Yeah. Viega's a very good start for him. He's had 4 carries, and we've only been going 2 minutes. Very strong start.
Big, solid front rower, too. It takes a lot of handling.
He's a big man, and he's not very tall, Cookie, but he's very broad.
And that Toowoomba Sports Club try is a beautiful start to this game. Alex Brighton, the replacement winger, just couldn't step back inside to cover Craig Don, as the kicker today for the Warwick Cowboys is... Who, boys?
Matty Marshall.
Matty Marshall.
This will make it, he's about 10 metres from the sideline and about 25 metres from the left-hand upright, and we'll let you call it, Cookie.
So he gets into his stance, takes his time.
Like watching paint dry.
He's kicking in front from the wimpy
Steps
side.
in, stabs it, and fades away to the right. So the score remains 4-0 after 3 minutes here in this Hutchies match of the day.
So the Goodyear Pittsworth goal wasn't a goal at all, and it's an anticipation with Cowboys coming second in the comp. They'll be number 1 after the day, so they've started strong, and Highfields have got to bounce back, Nutsy.
Yeah, well, only 3 minutes gone here. I've got to give Highfields a bit of a rap there. Their online defence was very, very good. It was only a very smart play by the Cowboys that cracked them open, Cookie.
So, that's an ugly-looking tackle, but the referee lets it slide, and Bradfield brings it forward. Who's that winger over there in the 5? Mitchie Watson's got his head strapped up.
Yep.
So Abbas, I think it is,
brings
it. Burns. Sorry, geez, they look alike.
They do, don't they?
They do. So Tandy brings it onto that combination with Vavega. He tries to get second phase play, but a loose carry, and the referee says that's certainly what it was, and it'll be a knock-on by Warwick. So Highfields will get their first opportunity with an S&K drilling scrum on Warwick's 40-metre line, dead centre of the field. They trail 4-0 after 4 minutes.
Marshall's come to the sideline. He looks like he's got a foot injury here, Cookie. He's just down here with the medical team now, and he's just trying to stretch something out. It looks like something in his calf. Back to you, Cookie.
So McKenzie gets it onto Appo, and Appo just eats up the yards, and he's quickly claimed by the defence. And they go to the right through McKenzie onto Maraski. Maraski just takes a settler for him. Wrestled, and they finally put him down. 3 Warwick defenders put him to the ground. 30 out from the try line. They go to the right. Goes on to Lee. Lee gets it on to, I'm not sure who it is over there.
Good flat ball, Cookie.
Connor Nolan it was.
The Terminator.
Lee gets it onto the 13 in Kyle Beatros, who straightens the play up. 15 to the try line. They come to the left through McKenzie. McKenzie gets it onto Will O'Grady, the big fella standing out here on the edge. and he tries to crash his way over, and he'll play it on the last tackle. It goes to Mackenzie. They spread it to the right. Jared Lee stabs one across for his winger, and they both go up. I think it is a knock-on. What's he going to say? No, it's been touched by Warwick, and that'll be a Toowoomba Sports Club try, and the Highfields Eagles have hit back, and I'm not sure who it is.
Alex Brighton, I think.
There it goes. Alex Brighton's gone in for the Toowoomba Sports Club try here, and they've levelled the score at 4-4 after 5 minutes.
Yes, very lucky, I think, to get away with that one, the Eagles. Just looking at the replay here, looks like it has come off an Eagles' hand, but the referee was right on the spot, and he had no hesitation. Checked with the touch judge, so she's going to be locked up here for all. Only 5 minutes gone, Cookie.
Absolute pearler of a kick by Jared Lee. That man Jared Lee pinpoint isolated his winger, the Warwick winger over there, Mitchie Watson, who's knocked it down, and Highfields through Alex Brighton has picked it up and crossed for the Toowoomba Sports Club try, and now we'll have Keith Mackenzie to try and convert the Pittsworth Tyre and Mechanical Goodyear goal, and he's probably about 10 metres in from that far side.
He's kicking this from the junior club side of the field, so he'll have that breeze just coming over his shoulder there, Cookie.
You can tell by the hawks over the side, mate. And he comes in to kick it, and it's waved away to the right-hand side. And it's still 4. It's now 4 points all after 6 minutes in this crucial match at Father Angel Oval. And the Warwick Cowboys started off well, but gee, the Highfields Eagles, they've thrown it around, haven't they, Terry?
Yeah, they certainly have. They well-constructed try.
One mistake from the front row up there from the Cowboys.
There you go, and they make you pay.
Yep.
They make you pay. So Tandy gets us underway. That's a hang time, and Hooper takes it, and he gets it onto Morosky, the front rower, who brings it back with some venom. But the defence from Warwick is up to the task, and they crash him down.
It's a good run.
It is a good run. The left edge of Nathan Smith, I think it is. Great work by him. So they go back to the middle. They get second phase play to Appo, and Appo spots a little gap before it's closed by the 13 and Cody Byrne, and he'll play it just short of the halfway. Little knock on in the ruck. Too eager to play it. If they would have just settled down and take that extra second and get the correct play the ball, Nutsy, they'd still be on the attack.
Now, that set started out very, very good for Highfields. Just come up with that little error. And there we've seen the Cowboys just before giving Highfields a sniff. Now Highfields have done the same thing.
It's always important to get to that kick after you scored a try.
Most exactly.
So it goes out to Tandy. Tandy gets it onto Famono, and Famono steps around his centre. Still going, the big, strong, running centre, and he's finally pulled down. 35 out from the try line on that far touchline. Mickey Boom Boom Bloomfield has his first hit up. He gains 10 metres and gets the penalty, and he taps it. Goes straight on the attack. He gets it out to Mitchie Watson. He goes for the try line. I think it is a try. No, he's short. So they come to the right. Through Tandy. Tandy goes back inside. Throws a Hail Mary. And Hail Mary full of grace. It didn't come off.
Yes. Straight into the Highfields player's hands, Cookie.
Talk about throw her out away.
I thought that was a little bit, they just should have settled there a bit, the Cowboys, having Highfields under pressure.
And now they've given a penalty away, so they've compounded the mistake. And Morosky gets the penalty. I think it was inside the 10. So Highfields will get a relieving penalty coming out of their danger zone, with Kenzie kicking to this clubhouse side, and they'll just tap it just short of the halfway.
That's it.
Hamill, he takes the tap restart. Righto, Cookie into her.
Goes to Morosky. Morosky crashes it over the halfway. George in at dummy half. Gets it on to heavy defence, and Beatros has just been smashed by Bloomfield in an absolute boom. Smith, Nathan Smith, he takes a hit up, shrugs one off, but the Warwick defence comes in through Josh Cruz to finish him off. Mackenzie drops Willow Grady, who's playing out on this left edge. Straightens the play up before he's claimed by Cruz again. They go to Jared Lee, throws a long ball. Tandy, They go out to Stewart. Stewart on to
Brighton.
Brighton. He goes in. No, he's got into touch. Enterprising play. Absolute cracking stuff. But great defence. Last-ditch defence by Warwick. Pushes him into touch just before the try line. So a relieving one there for the Warwick Cowboys, and they'll get an S&K drilling scrum.
Alex Brighton, straight out of under-18s in the A-grade side, has had a big impact, hasn't he, Nancy?
Very, very strong down that right edge. The Highfields, every time they go there, they're causing the Cowboys some trouble.
He showed a clean pair of heels, I'll tell you.
He knows where the try line is, Cookie.
Certainly did.
He was like a...
He didn't have much there to work with, and he just pinned the ears back and went for it. But just last-ditch defence. I'm not sure who that was. Anyway, no, the referee's not happy with that scrum. And
he's knocked it on. He's knocked it on as he went to pick it up from the scrum base. The Cowboys have knocked it on. Only a little knock on, but he's knocked it on, Cookie.
So, and that's a K&R coach killer.
Yeah, C&R concrete and coach killer.
Same thing. They do the same thing, concrete and plumbing, don't they?
I tell you what, the referee done well. I don't know whether he got a call from his touch judge, but it was definitely a knock on.
Jared Lee scheming around the base of the scrum, pulls it out, and he nearly poked his nose through the line before Bradfield says, "Come here, son, I'm going to fling you to the ground," and that's what he does. 10 out from the try line. They come back to the left through Beatros. Beatros, that's great defence. Boy, he's given a penalty away. Who's that in the blue headgear?
That's
Fumono. Fumono, absolute aggressive defence, but he's given the penalty away. So Highfields, they'll just tap it. George will tap it 10 from the try line. They spread it to the left through McKenzie. McKenzie onto Morosky. Morosky goes for the line. Good defence, and he's wrapped up by the hooker in Mitch McMahon. They come to the left through McKenzie again. Flat ball to Will O'Grady. Goes for the line, but the Cowboys' defence are in numbers there, and they pull him down. They come back to the right through McKenzie. Onto Jared Lee, and onto Beatros. Beatros just takes a settler and plays it midfield right in front of the post. Jared Lee comes back to the left, chips the hooper, and it brings them all into touch, and it goes out on the full. It was just they overkicked it, but Hooper was right there, and it would have been a try.
12 minutes gone in this match, and we got a report from Pittsworth and South where there's been an injury in reserve grade, and that'll put the A-grade game 30 minutes behind. So we wish them all the best over there. Tookie.
Yes, so we have a ding-dong battle on our hands here, 4-all after 12 minutes. And on the last tackle, Jared Lee overcooked the kick, and Warwick get the ball, and they'll just bring it out of their danger zone, led by Abbas. Abbas now. Sorry, I'll get
Burns.
Cody Burns and Abbas, the twins. They're the twins. So Abbas,
like you two blokes.
Yeah. Craig Dodd does a bit of a hop, skip, and a jump before the line before he gains a good 10 metres. McMahon goes into dummy half, gets it onto Vavega, and Vavega just quickly claimed by the Highfields defence. Morosky and him having a good tussle out there in the middle. Good to see. Tandy decides to get him out of danger and puts up a big hang time kick, and it goes down to Brighton, and Brighton takes it comfortably, and Billy gets it back to his 40-metre line before he's claimed by the Warwick defence. They come to the left through Appo. Appo does a bit of dance before the line, but he's quickly claimed by the defence, led by Marshall. So, Sean Hamill has his first scoot out of dummy half and just gets it short of the halfway. George in at dummy half, gets it onto McKenzie. McKenzie onto Will O'Grady, back up the middle. He gets it just over the halfway. They come to the right through Lee. Lee onto Morosky. Oh, good defence.
Great tackle.
By Burns.
Last tackle, Terry.
Absolute beauty. Had to be made. Lee stabs one down in the corner. Mitch Watson picks it up on the half volley. Heads back upfield. Great run. But he's just tackled Connor Nolan. He did have to make it. Yeah, Craig Don. So they're on a bit of a roll, the Warwick Cowboys. And he gets it back to his 40-metre line before the defence claims him. So McMahon gets it onto Fumono. Fumono still going the strong centre. He gets it, plays it on the halfway. Bradfield. Strong run. The game settled down a little bit now, and it's a frantic pace.
Yeah, both sides really defending well, Cookie.
4-all here at Father Ranger.
Tandy, that's a great kick into open space. Hooper has to go back for it, and he's claimed by the winger in Harry Sullivan, and he gets him in goal. That's a great chase by the young winger. Good stuff by Harry Sullivan, and he gets him in goal. So Highfields will have to come up with a goal line dropout. 4-all the score is 15 gone.
Nutsy, that was a great set of 6 by the
Very good.
Probably the best one of the game, isn't
and it all started from young Mitch Watson. He got away from one defender, 2 defenders, and he really got him on a roll. Craig Don made some very, very valuable ground. Back to you, Cookie, as Highfields kick out.
Mackenzie, that's a big kick out. Gets it nearly 50 on the fly. Bradfield brings it back off a Tandy pass. Slow play the ball. Goes left through Bloomfield. Bloomfield steps around one, still going, looking for second phase, but the defence just hangs on to him, led by Campbell Stewart, and he's lost the ball. Loose carry, the referee saying. So a let off for Highfields there, and they'll have a S&K drilling scrum. 30 out from their try line.
He just obviously lost the ball when he tried to go and play the ball, looking for some speed in the play of the ball. Mistake there from the Cowboys, but both sides, both Cowboys and Highfields really defending well, Cookie.
No one's really taken the upper hand here yet, have they? No. So Campbell Stewart, is it in at the lock position, pulls it out of the scrum.
Yep.
Turned into a grind this game, boys.
It has, certainly.
Word it has. Some good defence on both sides as we see the Cowboys now really hopping into their work.
Connor Nolan plays it midfield. Hooper, the winger, so all the backs coming in to help their forwards out. Plays it on his own 40-metre line. It goes back to George. Jared Lee's going to kick early. Don out of position. That's a smart kick. He'll have to go back in goal. The chase is up there, led by Jared Lee, and they'll pin him 10 out from his try line. Great work by the Highfields Eagles. Mitch Watson scoops it up from dummy half. Doesn't gain much because the markers are up to the task. Led by Connor Nolan. Pull him down on his own 22. Craig Don beats the markers. Smart run by him. Don is good. Plays the ball. Back to McMahon. Gets it onto Vega. He stopped in his tracks. Good defence by the Highfields Eagles. Led by Morosky, I think it is. So, Marshall. He'll kick early. Appo in great position. Takes it on the full on his own 22. 17 minutes gone, 4-all in the match of the day here. He gets it back to his 40-metre line. Campbell Stewart, he'll have a scoot from dummy half. That's good work by him. Gets it to his halfway. George in a dummy half. Gets it on to Smith. Smith takes a settler. It's the grind all right. Morosky, that's a good run from the front row.
He's been going well for the Highfields Eagles, Cookie, hasn't he?
He has.
Very strong, very strong.
Both front rowers really rolled up their sleeve. Oh. Jared Lee runs into his opposite number and he comes to a jolt, but he gets a ball back to Jake George, who's thumped into the ground. Last tackle. 25 out from the line. Jared Lee beats one, just stabs one along the ground, keeps it in goal. Will it go dead? No. Don is good, has to take it.
Yep.
And Craig Don's caught in goal.
Great kick from Lee under pressure that time. And here's the real pressure now on the Cowboys as Highfields are going to get the ball out from a dropout. And we've been going, 18 minutes here, tied up 4-all.
The class shows out, and Jared Lee will
he's under all sorts of pressure there, wasn't he, King Hawk?
We were talking about who was going to be our players to watch, but we forget about the class of Jared Lee, don't we?
Oh, he's all class. He's in the top echelons of the halfback, as I said. So Tandy gets a big kick, goes 50 on the fly back to Appo, and he gets it to Morosky. Comes back with some venom.
He started well, Terry.
And he's still going, the big fella, and he's got it back to the 22. That's a good run by him. George.
Been their best forward.
Gets it to Beachross. Beachross steps back into the ruck.
She's fair to come out there now, Cookie. They're getting greased up now.
They keep it coming to the left. O'Grady. Short ball off Mackenzie. Tries to crash his way over, but the Warwick defence.
Need a forklift to keep him out.
Up to the task. They go to the right. Mackenzie will throw a long ball to Lee. Lee's got him lined down. Appo onto Stewart. Stewart, no.
Intercept.
What's he said here?
I'd say it's offside. Yeah, it's knocked down by Warwick. It's been knocked down by Warwick, and it's been picked up by an offside player.
Lucky for Highfields there because Tandy was gone.
He was gone.
Nutsy hasn't. The line speed of both defences been great.
Very good.
Such a grind because of that line speed on both sides.
Yeah,
very well coached.
It's interesting to see O'Grady parked out here on this left-hand edge. They must be going to try and isolate someone there and get the big fella against a smaller fella. But, yeah, very good football so far here at Father Ranger Oval, Cookie.
So Jared Lee turns
Beatros. Get a bit of that into you.
Into Beatros, knocks him to the ground. Smith picks up the scraps. He goes for the try line and nearly pulls off a Toowoomba Sports Club try, but he's millimetres in it. They'll come to the left through Mackenzie. Mackenzie takes the line on. He tries to sneak over. Doesn't get there.
He's close.
He must be close. Millimetres in it. Bad pass from dummy half. Goes to Lee. Lee picks it up. Gets it back to Beatros. He throws a long ball out to Connor Nolan. Connor Nolan didn't have much support out there by himself, so he just takes the tackle.
Fifth and last.
Frantic pace here.
They've given away another one here.
Mickey Bloomfield.
It's a wonder they don't.
That comes down to keenness in defence.
I suppose you'd have to say he's a very big competitor, but on tackle 5, Cookie, no need to put that in there. This has given the Highfields Eagles a big opportunity.
Yes, and Morosky gets it on the Beatros. He tries to crash his way over.
Second best forward, Nutsy.
Yeah, and he's been hammered a couple of times, but geez, he keeps coming.
He's still going. They turn it back in the middle to Appo. Appo spots a gap. He'll go close, but the defence of Don pulls him up millimetres.
Magnificent defence, Cowboys close to the line.
So George, he'll try and sneak over. Does he get there?
Held up.
Hold up.
The Highfields Eagles really coming at the Cowboys here now, Cookie.
It's a hold-up-a-thon here at Father Ranger Oval, because that's about the third or fourth try that's been saved.
A hold-up-a-thon.
That's it. So they go to the right through Lee. Back in the middle.
Appo.
Still going. Great defence by the Warwick Cowboys on their line. Hold them out for about the 10th tackle.
18 to go till half-time.
So they come to the left through Lee. Lee stabs one across for Hamill. But great read by Harry Sullivan.
4-all at Father Ranger Oval.
Another set of 6 for the Cowboys to consume here. The Highfields Eagles really putting the Cowboys under immense pressure. Geez, Appo was very, very close there. Cookie nearly sliced straight through the Eagles with another set of 6 here. That clock looks like it stopped, or is it just me?
No. The Highfield just slowly wrestling the ascendancy because
on the weight of the possession here, Cookie. They've had a lot of ball here.
This will be their third set that they've had to hold them out. Actually, probably a bit more because remember the knockdown.
It's the fourth set. It's the fourth set now. Yeah. What can the Eagles do here? Can they construct a try?
So it goes to Will O'Grady off a Mackenzie pass, and he gets it back to the 22. So Warwick under the pump. They go on to the 8 in Danny Deans, who's come into the game.
Watch for him close to the line, Cookie.
15 out from the try line. They go to the right through Lee. Turns Mowat back in. He'll crash over. Yes! That's a Toowoomba Sports Club try.
Right beside that
at its best. And the defence just couldn't hold on any longer for the Cowboys. And Highfields hit the front for the first time and lead 8-4. 17 to play till half-time.
He was really motoring onto that ball, really hit the ball with some pace. And you can see the Cowboys.
Fresh legs.
Yeah, fresh legs.
Couldn't
really
stop him
John tried his best, but just couldn't try and hold him up.
And who scored that one, Terry?
Jacob Mowat.
And that means that the Highfields visitors here to Father Ranger Oval are now leading 8 points to 4 with 16 minutes to go at half-time. And around the grounds, and have a check this out, Nutsy. Brothers are leading Wattles 6 points to 4 early in the match.
Yeah, as we see, one of the old club legends here, Lenny Doyle himself, just walked in here and he's gesturing to me, and it's all very favourable. But great game of both sides. You've got to give both sides a lot of credit here so far, Cookie, this afternoon.
Oh, mate.
Both sides really defending hard, and it was just through the weight of possession to the fourth set of 6 the Cowboys had on their own line. And Mowat hitting the ball with a lot of pace. Don tried to pinch to him, but he scored the try, as we see Viago giving a bit of a spell.
Good year, Pittsworth goal.
So it's 10 points to 4. 16 minutes to go here in the second half.
Yes, so Keith McKenzie converts the Pittsworth Tyre Mechanical Goodyear goal. So they lead 10-4 with 15 to play.
It's in the first half.
And I'll tell you, it's been an absolute cracker of a game,
Nothing
as we predicted.
Yeah.
And Tandy gets us underway, high standard, and it goes hang time.
Oh, the crowd go wild here.
He
they've
dropped his chocolates.
He's seen the defence come pouring down on him. Young Hooper just momentarily took his eyes off the ball, and he's come up with a knock-on. They dearly didn't need that, Cookie.
No, as we've stated previously, you always want to get to a kick after scoring a try to consolidate that try, and they've dropped it straight off the kick-off, and it'll give Warwick a golden opportunity. And they take it out of the scrum. It goes on to Tandy, on to Bloomfield out there. He only needed a runner because he had his arms free, but he takes the tackle, 10 out from the line.
On the
Tandy
left.
goes left to Famono. Famono tries to crash his way over in the scoreboard corner, but he's pulled down. He comes back to the 9 in Mitch McMahon, I think.
Bradfield, I think.
Bradfield, sorry.
You're right.
They come back. McMahon now goes to Tandy. Tandy onto Marshall. Marshall onto Cruz Turner. Not Cruz Turner.
No, Cruz.
Josh
The Love Boat.
Josh Cruz. So, Fender. Kieran
Good
Fender.
charge.
Great work. Last tackle. Tandy puts one in goal. Too deep.
The keen defence by the Highfields Eagles forced that little strong kick there, didn't it, Nutsy?
Yeah, and look, Tandy just needed to get that to inch perfect, but very, very good Highfields defence. Both sides defending well on their own line here, Cookie.
Great restart too by Highfields. Gets it back to his 40-metre line through Alex Brighton. And they keep it going the same way.
Campbell Stewart there.
Yeah, so they've worked it way back to the halfway. Moruski, the front rower, he's been strong for him in the middle. Gains another 10 metres. So it goes back to Jared Lee.
Oh, he shanked that.
He did shank that straight to Matty Marshall.
Well, he's been very, very good, but that was a very poor kick.
It was. So they go back. Harry Sullivan takes a hit up, gets it back to his halfway before he's wrestled through Mowat to the ground. They go little McMahon on to Fender. Fender, he's been strong since he's come out. Good
13 to go.
Gets it over halfway. Marshall on to Byrne. Byrne just eats up the yard. They worked at the 40-metre line to the Highfield side. So they come to the left.
Tandy
through a dummy. Will play it on the last. 35 out from the try line. It goes to Bloomfield. Puts a little chip over the top.
Still on the ground, Cookie.
It is.
Oh,
it was kicked ahead. I couldn't see who kicked that ahead.
Just got that before the try.
That must be an inch from the corner.
Yeah, that was a big raid by the Cowboys down that side, Cookie.
And they've gone up a gear in defence, the Cowboys, and they've rushed up. Charging up, so Highfields.
Oh, they're coming at them now.
12 to go till half time.
A metre out from their try line.
Actually, he's knocked it on.
No, he's given a penalty, saying a high tackle, I think.
No, I think
they actually caught him in goal.
Yeah, they're going to drop that
out.
Great
work
Fantastic defence by the Cowboys, really ripping in.
Cowboys down 4 points to 10 and about to get the ball to put the pressure back on the Eagles.
Matty Grew will be really pleased with that defence, that's for sure. Because
you see Joey Flumo, he just rushed out of that line and he hit that bloke and drove him back.
And McKenzie
great drop out.
Gets it back. Don will pick it up on his own halfway and just takes the yard. Bradfield, no. Tandy gets it to Bradfield on the left. He takes a hit up for him. 35 out from the try line. Firmino, that's a good charge.
Oh,
still going. Head pin bowling.
Get him. Bang, bang, bang.
Great run
love that.
from the big Joey Firmino. Gets it within 10 metres of the try line. They'll spread it to the right. It goes out to Matty Marshall. On to Abbas. Great defence.
Good tackle.
Sean Hamill.
Yes.
Absolute beauty. Round the legs. They come back to the middle. Marshall gives it to Byrne, who straightens it up, but he's lost the ball.
Oh.
Great defence by Highfields.
Sensational.
Jolted the ball, and they'll bring it out of their own danger zone. 11 to play till half-time, and they cling to a 10-4 lead in a high entertaining match here at Father Ranger.
Highfields have turned up to play, haven't they, Nutsy?
Yes, very good, and they've got to give their defence a wrap here in this first half. They've been really turning up for one another, hence the scoreline, Cookie.
So, George, I think it is, will play it on his own 30-metre line. So, the new player in the headgear. I'm not sure who it is.
He's the 14.
There you go.
Dylan Lippy.
Lippy. And the
no, sorry.
on.
Trent O'Brien, that was, sorry, Cookie.
CNR concreting coach killer Trent O'Brien is knocked on in the ruck.
10 to go till half-time, Terry.
So the Cowboys will get a golden opportunity, 10 out from the half-time break, with an S&K drilling scrum, 40 out from the Highfields line.
Around the grounds, Wattles have hit back, and now they lead 8 points to 6 over Brothers. It looks like it's going to be a ripper over there too, Nutsy.
Yeah, well, as Ned said, there was plenty of rain coming down there as the rain has just left us a little bit here at Father Ranger Oval, and we're watching a cracker game here, Cookie.
It is. So Craig Don takes it out from the lock position from the scrum and just eats up the yards, and he'll play it 35 out from the try line. It goes from Harry Sullivan.
Josh Cruz there.
On to Josh Cruz. He's poked his nose through the line.
Oh.
That's another great charge by the centre, and he gets it within 10 of the try line. Sullivan goes to Tandy. Tandy gets it on Fender, Kieran Fender. Tries to work his way towards the try line, and he'll play it 5 short right in front of the post. Now they've given a penalty away. Second chop in the ruck, and one of his pet hates Braden Beck, and that's a fair call. They tried to slow it up, and they'll just tap it. And it goes to Bradfield. Bradfield tries to storm his way over, but he's forced back in the ruck. Harry Sullivan goes in the dummy half. That's a great ball, long ball.
Ooh.
Gets it on to Tandy. Tandy still going. Gets it around the corner. Mickey Bloomfield should go close. The great defence. Great defence.
8 to go till half.
In the line.
Craig Don ends up with it. Comes back to Fender. Fender just takes a settler. Frantic pace out in the middle. They come to Tandy. Tandy on to Marshall. Marshall back to Firmino. He's been damaging. Gets it.
Get him all, Cruz.
Is he there?
Yes!
It's a
try
to Josh Cruz, and they deserve that. Absolute brilliant try.
The Love Boat scores, Josh Cruz. And then it makes it 10 points to 8. And here, Furimono's run was the one that set it up.
Furimono got his arm free. Now, how could he get it there? There was 4 Highfield defenders there. He just twisted. He got a lovely little ball away, and Cruz, with all the awareness, following the ball, like all good footballers do, and he's crashed over beside the post. Oh, both sides, you've got to give them credit. The defence has been first class, and that Cowboys raid come on the back of a penalty, just given away there for players just being in the ruck too long, and it's give the Cowboys the opportunity through a great charge by Flurimano and offload Cookie. This is one hell of a cracking game of rugby league here at Father Ranger Oval in Warwick here this afternoon.
And that platform, the last 5 minutes, that try all belongs to Joey Flurimano.
His big charge down that left edge there.
And
Cookie,
the defence caught him in goal, so they've had all the field position from that man, Joey Flurimano. He
was like, as you said, like pins. They were just getting pushed out of the road. Get out of me road, I'm coming through. As with kick is successful from Marshall. Locked up ball game, 10-all. Father Ranger Oval, 7 minutes to go here in the first half, and we've seen one hell of an entertaining game of rugby league.
And don't forget to watch the replay tonight on powertvaustralia.com. We hit off at 7 o'clock, and you can't, if you watch the first half, if the second half's going to be anything like the first half, it should be an absolute ripper of a game.
But I just said to Cookie, I always like to come down the hill. The Cowboys have that advantage as young Lippy will take it from the kick-off.
So he gets it on to Fender. Fender brings it back. He's a big lump of a lad.
Yeah, he's
Fender.
only a kid too, Cookie, but I've been watching him there. against the Gatton Hawks, he was very, very good on the quick play the balls, but the Eagles are really wrapping him up. They're getting numbers in the play the ball.
So Lippy just takes a scoot out of dummy half, so they'll settle the play down coming out of their danger zone. Harry Sullivan gets it on to Craig Don. Don just takes the line on.
He's been willing to, hasn't he?
He has, and he'll play it 35 out from his line. Harry Sullivan, nearly sneaked through the hole, but Jacob Mowat just hung on. So they'll get it back to Tandy. Tandy puts up a hang time kick. They let it bounce, but Appo has it covered. Picks it up on his own 22 and brings it back with some interest, and nearly gets it back to his 40-metre line. Good run return by him.
You can't afford to give away a penalty here.
No, I thought he was going to
5 till go till half-time, boys.
Barn might have just sat over the top of him a bit. But
10 all. 5 to go till half-time.
So, Aaron Hooper will play it after a scoot out of dummy half. That's a great run.
Great run.
That's a great run. Connor Nolan, I think it is. So the captain created plenty. No, Danny Dean. So, Morosky, the front rower.
He's had a great first half, Cookie, hasn't he?
They've gone in tandem. Danny Dean acting in at halfback. Gets it on to Jared Lee. Now he gets it on to Connor Nolan, who pokes
last tackle, Terry.
They'll play it 35 out from the line. Jared Lee stabs one across.
Lippy just kept that ball in.
Well controlled by Lippy. He didn't overplay his hand, and he keeps it in the field of play.
Good tackle.
Heavy contact there.
On young Burns.
Absolute beauty by Jacob Mowat and Danny Dean. Lock him up, 15 out from his try line. Fender. No, it's not. Mitchie Watson. Sorry.
Snowy.
The ponytail twins.
Snowy Watson.
Wish I had a ponytail.
So, Don is good. He gets it back. 30 out from his try line. Harry Sullivan in a dummy half. Gets it to Tandy. Does a few tricks before the line. Gets it on to Mono. He's still going.
He's can't tackle him. Still going.
Plays it on the halfway on the last tackle. Harry Sullivan chips for himself. Nearly gets it back.
Wrong play, I think.
Great play by whoever received the ball.
Yeah, he got back there in desperate defence.
It was desperate. I think it was Beatros.
Beatros. Jeez, that was good.
Absolutely.
Pick up.
Give away a penalty here.
We saw a lot of that in the game last night with the pick up and dump, and that's just not on in today's game, is it?
No, and that's the worst tackle. You don't want to see it from any side. Big opportunity here now, Cookie, for the Eagles. 3 minutes to go before half-time.
McKenzie kicks to this clubhouse side, and they'll tap it 40 out from the Warwick line. Hamill taps it, gives it to McKenzie. McKenzie gets it on to that man. Beatros, is it? Yeah. Slow play the ball. No, it's not. It's the 16.
Yeah.
Jimmy Mullins.
Jeez, that was a good
He's
run.
just come into the game. He saved that the ball from a Harry Sullivan kick.
That's the one we were looking
for.
3 minutes to go, boys.
O'Brien gets it on to Danny Dean. Great defence by
Bluefield.
Bluefield. Boom, boom. Gives him a boom, boom. So it goes to Jared Lee. Jared Lee takes the line on, but he's defended. Harry Sullivan pulls him down. McKenzie puts in a kick. Lippy, great stuff by him.
Second effort there.
Yeah, great stuff by Lippy. Actually picked the ball up and got it back in the field of play. All in the one action.
Great awareness there. But great kick. And I thought Hooper was going to flash through and score that try. But Lippy got there in the just in time and got the ball back in the field of play. The second effort there from the Highfields Eagles.
Under 2 minutes to go till half time.
10-all, Father Ranger Oval, Cookie.
So McMahon taps it. Gets it onto Abbas. Abbas does a bit of a dance before the line before he's wrapped up by Morosky. They go to the left. Don is good. He'll get it. That's a good run. Geez, he's a crafty scheming runner. He's still going.
Hasn't he really give the forwards a big spell in this game, Cookie? He
nearly gets it back to the half.
Yes!
Gets on the Lippy. Lippy's around the defence. He's got Appo to beat. Does he get there? Great defence.
Football, great rugby league.
At its finest.
Yes.
Both in attack and defence.
Yeah, what I thought there now, what really impressed me there is Lippy took Appo on. He didn't try to step. He just charged straight at him and said, well, I'm bigger than you. I can see if I can run over the top of you. Great defence by Appo. Stood in front of him and pulled him and showed him the sideline and got him across the sideline. And that will be nearly half-time here at Father Angel Oval, Cookie. 10-all. Great game.
Yes, absolute beauty. 30 seconds to play. They'll hardly have time to pack the S&K drilling scrum. 10 out from the Highfields line. Mackenzie, time off with 18 seconds.
They'll
try
a chip here.
Yeah.
They'll nearly do
Mackenzie
something.
takes it out. No, they were going to try it, but the defence read it well for Aaron Hooper. Lee was going to put in the big boot. That'll be the half-time siren. Sounds in the background.
Good game of rugby league.
10-all here at Father Angel Oval in the Hutchies Builders match of the day. Live on Power
FM.
TV.
And I've said plenty of times, Cookie, why would you sit in your lounge room and watch National Rugby League when you can come to the Father Angel in Warwick and watch an absolute entertaining game where it's 10-all here at half-time.
The other major game today is the state championships over at the Sunshine Coast. And Central Crows were playing the final today, and we'll be back after the break to find out all the very exciting news from Mark Sullivan, who's over there watching the game. We'll be back after the break in our Power TV Australia game.
Crazy Kevin on the radio.
Jamming as much variety into your day as possible.
PowerFMradio.com.au.
Celebrate 100 years of rugby league in Toowoomba with the TRL's exclusive radio and TV call team. Join Obi, Cookie, Nev, George and Kelvin every Saturday from 5:30 p.m. for the Toowoomba Sports Club Match of the Day, live on powerfmradio.com.au/special events. On Sunday, the team's back with the Power FM Hutchies Match of the Round from 1:30 p.m. on Power FM 88 Toowoomba and online at powerfmradio.com.au/special events. You can now watch the game of the week with all the action, including instant replays of every try at 8 o'clock Sunday night on Power TV Australia. Take the footy with you wherever you go by downloading the Power TV Australia app for both Power FM and Power TV Australia.
And welcome back to an exciting game between the Warwick Cowboys and the Highfield Eagles. It's 10-all at half-time, and our special guest from the Central Crows, who today, I believe, played in the state finals. And we should have Mark Sullivan on the line. You there, Mark? You're not there, Mark? Hang on, mate.
No, Solly, we've just got a telecommunication problem here at Father Angel Oval, where we've tried to cross to Mark Sullivan, who's reporting for us for the Central Crows State Carnival.
Yep.
How are they going? I haven't really taken much
we're
notice.
about to
Did
find
they
out,
win
boys.
their first game, or?
How you going there,
Oh, no, here we go. Hold the phone.
Mark Sullivan.
You got me, mate?
That's all right, mate. Last night, Central Crows had a great 22 points to 12 win over SEQ White, and today they played, and we are hoping you're going to give us good news. What happened today, Mark?
Mate, unfortunately, disappointing news. They were beaten 22-20 by a strong SEQ team, but, yeah, a couple of vital errors at crucial stages of the game just cut them out of being state championships, mate. There was 4 tries apiece, so it just come down to the goal kicking, and all the Toowoomba boys performed admirably, mate. So fingers crossed we'll get a couple into the Queensland Rangers side.
Solly Cookie here. How are you, mate?
Yeah, good, Cookie.
That's it. Tell me who's been the standouts for the Crows?
Oh, both games,
besides
mate.
Betty. Besides Betty.
The old stager, mate, Steve Franciscus was outstanding.
Yep.
Captain of the Crows. He gets into dummy half there and gets them on the front foot. He made a couple of clean line breaks today. Corey McGrady was very good today. He scored 2 great individual tries.
Yep.
And his combination with Noah Budden on that right fringe was good. Big Xavier Manley up front. He won't look out of side, out of place in a Rangers jersey if they give him the nod. And, yeah, so pretty good effort, really, Cookie. I thought they were pretty hard done by. If they would have had 50% of the possession, I reckon we could have won it.
Yeah, mate, Sully, just nuts here, mate. How did Benny go? He's been in fantastic form.
Yeah, look, George, we had a 12-minute or 13-minute period there where we didn't have the ball. They had 3 or 4 repeat sets on us, and, he tackled everything that moved. He would have, I'd hate to see his numbers after the game, but didn't have that many opportunities in attack, but he was clean out of there, so... fingers crossed, we'll just see what the selectors do.
22-20 loss, Sully. Mate, what was the score at half-time? And where were we?
I haven't got me program. I think we were down 20 to 10 or something like that, 18-10 maybe at half-time, so we've won the second half. We've picked up an extra couple of points there because they give points for both halves too. So we've finished second in the carnival and... yeah, just 2 points out of being state champions, mate.
Now, come on, Sully, put your neck on the line. Who will make the state side?
Going on form.
Be biased. Come on, be biased.
No, Franciscus, they'll pick him again if he's available. Corey McGrady would have to be very close, and I'd say Xavier Manley might get into that front row rotation, and all depends whether they take 2 hookers. If they take a utility or not in, Benny's got to be a chance too, mate.
Mark, thanks very much for the update, mate. We really appreciate it last night and today.
Hey, Sully, while I got you, it's a cracking game here at Father Angel Oval.
Hey, Drew, I'm on the road. I'm trying to get there to watch them win.
Yeah, right, mate. 10 all half-time.
See you soon.
Beautiful.
See you soon.
See ya,
mate.
Well, gee, Nutsy, he told you to get stuffed more than I do, so it's been unbelievable.
He was safe. He's done it over the phone.
Hutchies lives here. We're locals, just like you. To us, construction is really about people, not just bricks and concrete. It's people who bring our structures to life and build communities. We stick by the people who make communities. From Toowoomba Rugby League to RACQ Lifelight Rescue Service, Milne Bay Military Challenge, and the Toowoomba Tennis International, Hutchies is proud to back the people who support the region.
The Criterion Hotel, conveniently located on the corner of Warwick Highway and Mile Street, Stolby, prides itself on having the best customer service and a great atmosphere. They offer a full range of dining, regular promotions and entertainment, with every NRL match shown live on the big screen in the beer garden and throughout the venue. The Cry is renowned for its steakhouse and for cooking some seriously good steaks. You can dine in a relaxed environment in the bistro in front of a blazing wood fire, or there's the beer garden and the back deck. Get comfortable and enjoy your time at the Cry. Call them today on 07 4662 3303. Email lisa@criterionhoteldolby.com.au or visit their website at criterionhoteldolby.com.au.
If you've lost your income or had a change of earning capacity through no fault of your own and are struggling with debt that you can no longer handle, you probably feel a bit like this ant. If the struggle is getting you down and you feel overwhelmed, there is an answer. Central Liaison has helped thousands of people break free of the debt struggle by handling their debt for them. Freeze all interest, stop the harassing calls from the bank and start enjoying life again. Call them today on 0409 344 070 for a confidential, obligation-free chat about how Central Liaison can help you take your life back. The number again, 0409 344 070. Call them now.
Crazy Kevin on the radio.
Jamming as much variety into your day as possible.
PowerFMradio.com.au.
Every week on Power TV Australia, the TRL Footy Show, proudly sponsored by Power FM and Hutchie's Builders. Join our team of experts Friday morning at 7 for an in-depth analysis, plus the latest news from all the clubs leading into the weekend's games and some fun along the way. The TRL Footy Show. Catch it online at powertvaustralia.com or take it with you anywhere by downloading the Power TV app. Power TV Australia, the home of the TRL Footy Show.
Beatros wrestled in the tackle and he stands and will play it on the right. So Danny Dean takes another hit up. Gets it just short of the halfway. So George goes out. No, it was O'Brien. Gets it onto Lee.
And he didn't.
Just a shoulder tap. So on the last tackle, Highfields go back to McKenzie, who'll put up
good kick.
Good hang time kick, and it goes down to Donny's good, and Don brings it back and gets it back nearly to his 40-metre line before he's made the play at midfield.
Bloomfield's on the edge all the time, isn't he, tackling Cookie?
Yeah, I know. He's a fierce competitor.
Oh, yes. Nothing better.
Lippy takes a scoot out of dummy half. Well read by the Highfields defence. Wrap him up pretty quickly. Fender.
No, young
Mitchie Watson, sorry. The twins,
Snowy.
The twins, Snowy Watson gets it to the halfway. So they come through Tandy. Tandy just stabs one down into the corner. Appo will go back and retrieve it on his own 10-metre line. Great tackle by Mickey Bloomfield.
Oh, and he didn't have to do that.
He didn't have to do that. No, second attempt.
That's the part of his game where he's done the good work. Just get off to play the ball.
And Braden Beck, he is very, very consistent on that rule where you have a second chop in that ruck, you will get penalised by me. So Highfields get the penalty. Jared Lee kicks to this clubhouse side and they'll tap it 35 out from their own line. Stewart taps it, gets it on to Lee. Lee gets it on to Maraski, and Maraski, the front rower, he's played
the best. He's been their best.
He's
been their best, Cookie. Make no mistake.
They bring it back in the middle through Jacob Mowat. The try scorer runs into Mickey Bloomfield, and they have a bit of a tussle on the ground before he plays it. They come to Lee. Lee onto Connor Nolan, who does an unders and straightens the play up and gets it just into Warwick's territory. Goes to the left. Goes to Jared Lee. Out to McKenzie. Fires one out there.
goes. One more pass
on the left.
Here it goes. They're still going.
Sean Hamill takes the line on, and they've worked it well into the Warwick territory. 35 out from the try line. Mackenzie back to Lee. They stretch it out to Maraski. Maraski takes Tandy on. Tandy's still going. The referee says no. It's been reefed out by Warwick. So I'm not sure whether he's saying it's knocked on by Warwick.
I'd love to see that replay if we can, Barry.
It's going to be against the Cowboys here.
Yeah, he's saying it's been knocked on by Warwick through a reefing tackle.
Yep.
Go on, Nutsy.
Now that's a quick decision because he went to rake the ball out. The ball's.
Well, I disagree with that with you, mate. You've got to hold the ball when you run the ball up, haven't you? With one-on-one nowadays.
You reckon it was a loose carryover?
Yes, I thought so.
So anyway, it doesn't matter. An S&K drilling scrum. 2 Highfields, taken out by Lee, onto Appo, runs across field, an easy target for his opposite number.
He's lost it on. Oh, there's a C&R concreting Coach Killer right there. Tackle one off the scrum.
And justice prevails. Obi's always right. Don't you worry about that, Cookie.
You it that way,
I did.
Well, I suppose, okay.
There's always a king here, and it's King Hawk, let me tell you, Cookie.
Right, okay.
And that is a leveller.
Don't you worry about that. 4 minutes into the second half. 10 all's the score, Father Ranger. We've got a game on our hands here, boys.
So it's taken out. Ooh,
young Watson.
Mitchy Watson, he's hurting that tackle. Connor Nolan, I think he got a knee to the head or a shoulder. And you can see as soon as he winched in the tackle. So we'll have a bit of time off here.
He's been very strong. Now he's back to his feet. I think he wants to play on.
4 minutes in the second half at Father Ranger Oval, and gee, it's going to be a Dow game. I think it's going to stay that way, boys. It's just going to be a fight to the finish.
So he's recovered well, young Watson. So we have a hitter. Bradfield gets it to his 40-metre line. Harry Sullivan in at dummy half. Comes to Joey Firmino on the left.
What's he going to do here? He does it! The season's we've been waiting for it, haven't we? Hasn't he been strong, Cookie?
He's been the best.
Oh, wow.
Toowoomba Sports Club, absolute special, Terry.
It absolutely was King Hawk with Joey Firmino throwing an absolute cracking of a dummy. Appo fell for it straight away.
Oh, gee, that's a powerful run.
And they were
watch it here, where he comes to the fullback. He's lined up Mitch Watson. Could have passed to Watson, would have scored, but dummied and went himself.
He filled us too, and that's hard to do, isn't it?
Oh dear. Look, one thing I noticed too, Cookie, in the first half, Darren Pettiford was named on the bench, but he hasn't come into the play at all. I don't know whether he is taking a part in the game or not, but I might try and find out, because Pettiford hasn't taken the field of play, and he was named. So there must have been a late change there to the Cowboys side, because I've been watching for him to come onto the field, and he hasn't. That's a big break there for the Cowboys, isn't it, guys?
And that absolutely stamps him, Fuimomo, as the best player on the field, doesn't it?
Oh, he's best player for the Cowboys. I think the front row for the Highfields side's been enormous. He's been in the way he's run the ball here today and the whole game, Cookie, and he has not stopped. What's his name?
Matty Marshall will come in and try and convert this Pittsworth Tyre Mechanical Goodyear goal, and he does that because he was only 5 metres to the left of the upright. So after 6 minutes in this second half, Warwick have opened up this game. 16-10 they lead. We have plenty of action still to come.
Yeah, it's only 6 minutes of the second half. The Cowboys going downhill, a slide into the Canberra here in the second half. They've got away to a good start, Cookie.
So we get underway, and it comes down to Mitchy Watson, who's recovered well from that HIA and gets it back to his 30-metre line. Firmino gets it to Bloomfield. Bloomfield just takes a settler, bounces out of a couple, still going the boom, plays it to Harry Sullivan. Harry Sullivan on to Tandy. Tandy.
They're more settled here in the second half, aren't they?
Fender, yep. They've come out, stamped their authority, straight up, Burn. Looks for support, great tackle around the ankle by
good rugby league tackle.
Jimmy Mullins. So they kick into the corner.
No winger.
Appo goes back, retrieves it 5 out from his line, but the fence is up there and they'll pull him down 10. So, and they let him up quick, so that's their tactics this afternoon.
That's a good run by Hamill though, Cookie.
Absolute beauty. Hooper does the same. Out of dummy half. Great work. Gains 10 metres. They go
again. He goes again, Hamill. Boy, what a bit of work, isn't he?
He ran into the 15.
Gee, Nutsy, there seems to be some urgency about the Cowboys now.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, here we go. Look at the Highfields really stepping up this set too. This is quality rugby league.
5 short of the halfway. So O'Brien goes to Lee. Lee stabs a kick along the ground and Mitchie Watson just lets it roll over the touchline. And they'll have an S&K drilling scrum on Warwick's 22. 8 gone in this second half. 16-10 the Cowboys lead.
Neb Cherry over at Brothers versus Wattles.
Mate, we've got the Wattles Warriors 24, Brothers still on 6 points.
Thanks, Neb. Over there, back to you, Cookie. And what a start to the second half the Cowboys have.
Led by that man, Fui Mono.
And Tandy's kicking game in the second half. We talked about Jared Lee's kicking in that first half. He's pinpoint accurate. Tandy's really putting the ball where he needs to go. 2 kicks here, getting the ball right. Yeah, getting right down onto the corners and onto the goal line.
So Josh Cruz plays the ball. It goes out to Byrne, I think it is, and there's a knock on.
He's knocked it on. That's his second knock on carrying the ball, Burns.
CNR coach, concreting coach killer there.
Yes, that was too.
It's been a high-quality game, boys. Hasn't been too much knock-ons, has there?
No.
I think it's all more for the defence. Really.
I think it's, a forced errors as opposed to unforced errors.
That's exactly it, Kinghorn.
I'm smarter than I think I am.
Have a look.
9 minutes into the second half. You idiots.
So anyway, Jared Lee gets it from the 5'8 position. He'll play it 40 metres out from the Warwick line. Appo out of dummy half.
Strong
gains a quick 5. O'Brien keeps it going to the left to Borowski, the front rower. That's a good run. Gets it to the 22. So they're only 20 out from the line. They spread it to the right through Appo. On the Campbell Stewart, he tries to beat Famono, but he rounds him up. Nearly gets him into touch. Excuse me. Goes to Lee. Lee looking for runners, but they're not forthcoming.
Let's see what they can do with the kick here.
And he's made play it on the last, so they'll go to Mackenzie. Mackenzie will stab one into the corner, and it's taken beautifully by Lippy, and he gets it in back into the field to play the young winger.
That's unbelievable. How does he get that in there, Cookie?
He's done really well a couple of times here this afternoon. So Warwick will bring it out of their corner of the can shop, not the can shop.
No, underneath the scoreboard, Cookie.
Oh, a great set of great defensive set there, Nutsy.
Yeah.
To hold Highfields out. They've really upped the ante today in the second half.
Marshall's just been a little bit quiet for mine, but he come off there earlier. As we see him have a run here, he had a bit of a leg injury, but he took the ball to the line that time. I'd like to see him do that a little bit more as he's pinching up that leg again.
Yeah. It's a real arm wrestle now, Cookie.
So Byrne on the last tackle, 30 out, 35 from the line, goes back to Tandy, he juggles it, decides to run it on the last.
Wrong play.
And it ends up with Abbas, and they'll be getting caught 5 short of the halfway. So Highfields will get absolute golden field position.
Yeah, he should have kicked that ball. I wrapped his kicking. I did wrap his kicking, and he was in beautiful position to kick the ball, but he elected to run. And let's see if what the Eagles can do in this set of 6, Cookie.
So Maraski takes a set.
Again.
He's been outstanding, Maraski.
I'd like to know his yardage this afternoon. So they go to the left, O'Brien onto Danny Dean. So the front row is working in tandem. Gets it 35 out from the try line. They'll come to the right through Lee. Lee looking for runners, gets it onto Appo, onto Stuart Campbell.
Good football.
Onto the winger.
He's in there.
In Bright.
Plurimano, I think he was glad he stepped him because he was coming at him pretty hard.
6 to go.
6 more here, bad play.
So they spread it back to the middle. Nathan Smith just takes the settler. Midfield, right in front of the post. 20 out from the line. They'll go to the left through O'Brien. Onto Maraski, onto Lee.
Oh, dropped it, knocked it on.
Jimmy Mullins had a bit of a bow peep there and come up with a CR concreting coach killer. And Warwick breathe a sigh of relief, and they'll get an S&K drilling scrum, 20 out from their try line. 12 minutes gone in this second half. The Cowboys lead 16-10.
And what a game we have here, Nutsy.
Look at him, that was great defence there by the Warwick Cowboys, put under all sorts of pressure. Where I believe they come up with the wrong option there, tackle 5. They should have kicked it. Here's Don, one of the Cowboys' best, with the ball from the scrum. Good carry.
So they keep it coming the same way. Mitchie Watson comes in to relieve his forwards. That's a good run, the young fella. Gets it just short of his 40-metre line. Bit of a wrestle from Smith in the tackle. So Mickey Bloomfield, that's a good run too. That's a great aggressive run, and he's got it up over the halfway, the captain.
Wouldn't you love 12 of him in your side?
And he gets a...
Here we go again. They got him this time.
So they backed it up in tandem. They go to the right, through Tandy. Tandy onto Byrne. Byrne onto Marshall. Marshall turns. Cruz back inside. Gets it onto Sullivan. Sullivan onto Don. So she's hot potato out there, but they've worked it within 25 of the try line on the last tackle. They come to the right through Tandy. Tandy puts up a bomb. It's anyone's ball.
Hooper
went up for it, and he's knocked it on.
No, geez, he went up well, Hooper, too. I thought he was going to get it.
That was a great defensive bomb there, wasn't it?
Yes, look, and as we always say, the kick is only as good as the chasers. And the Cowboys got there in numbers. There was three and really put the pressure on Hooper. Hooper went up high. Unfortunately for Hooper, he's knocked the ball on. He's still down on the ground because he went up quite high. Might have just copped the knee as he went to ground there, Cookie. This is the best opportunity outside the first try from Fleury Mano, who run 50 metres to score the first try. Here's the best opportunity for the Cowboys in the second half, Cookie.
Neb Cherry at Wattle.
Wattles are starting to skip out, Neil. They're 28 points to Brothers 6.
Back to you later, Ned. Thanks, mate.
So Hooper.
Isn't your computer bringing you up to date there, eh?
Down injured.
No, it's 8-6.
28-6. Nutsy, they actually live in the real world here, mate. That's why we ring Ned, who's always on top of everything in the AB Cookie Call.
26 minutes to go here in the second half, and we've seen an absolute bell ringer here at Father Ranger Oval. With a home side, the Warwick Cowboys lead 16 points to 10.
And haven't the Warwick boys upped the ante this half, Cookie? They've really increased their intensity, and Highfields have been playing well, but just they're struggling to keep them out.
Yeah, Warwick just starting to take the ascendancy in this match with 26 to play. This is an important defensive
set for Highfields here, because this will be the first time the Cowboys have camped themselves on their line. Cookie, over to you, mate.
Yep, so they take it out of the scrum through that man, Craig. Don is good. He's still going. Geez, he's been
the best
constructive in attack today. He gets it on to Viviga.
He's back out there.
He's come on for his second stint, and he'll play it 5 short of the try line. They come to the left through Tandy, out the back to
good tackle!
Jared Lee, a
clean him up.
Reed, absolutely nails Craig Don. They come to the left, and Joey Firmino.
One of his
That's his first mistake. First mistake today.
I could see what they're trying to do there, Cookie, but it was a bad pass.
Gee, they're competitors, this Eagles mob. Gee, they really are sticking to it. They never
die wandering, the Highfields Eagles. It's a great culture that Gus has created over the last 5 years. They never, ever give up.
It's been a quality game, and they're two very well-coached sides, aren't they, Nutsy?
Oh, very good, and you can see what the Cowboys were trying to get some space for Flamiano, but anyway, the ball goes in here, Highfields with it.
And Appo brings it out. He's back slammed by Tandy, and now
he's... concreting coach killer there.
Oh, he got slammed there.
Oh, yeah, Cody Tandy now. Cody Tandy, for those listeners that are listening in, he's not the biggest man on the field. He's only a pocket-sized dynamo, and he picked up Appo and he slapped him on his back. And when he hit the ground, Appo just momentarily lost control of the ball. Great play by Tandy, and it's got to give the Cowboys another big opportunity here with 25 minutes to go in the second half.
Where's he from, Tandy?
Tandy comes from Tenterfield.
Like Appo is a very experienced player, so it's a big tick to young Tandy.
So they go to the right through Marshall. Flat ball for Josh Cruz. Nearly worked. and he gets the quick play the ball.
Here come the Cowboys.
Sullivan onto the 16.
He's crashed over. Oh, we've been wanting to know where he's been. Where has he been?
And it was all from...
No, it's not. It's Brown. It's Cohen. Martin Brown, the big man. He's only 20 years of age.
There you go.
He had 4 on him, and he still scored right on the dot, right on the line under the dot.
That's answered my question, Cookie. I've been looking for Pettifer.
Yeah, well, he's
was
obviously
on the bench,
been ruled out.
and that's the first touch from Cohen Martin Brown. And he's crashed over under the post. Oh, geez, that's going to take the sails out of Highfields, Cookie. You'd nearly think so.
Is that the turning point, boys? It's now 20 points to 10. 24 minutes to go.
This Highfield side's not going to go away, King Hawk, because they've been really, really sticking it to him. The first time the Cowboys have got down there, but look, you've got to give Cody Tandy some credit there with the tackle on Appo. He really lifted him up and bashed him and forced the error out of good hard contact. And now the Cowboys are going to skip away to 20 points to 10. Cookie, how do you feel like? What's your ascendancy in the game? I said to you before the game, my thoughts is I love to run home in the second half towards the Canberra, and that's exactly what the Cowboys are doing.
And that is certainly, they have taken the ascendancy, and Matty Marshall kicks the Pittsburgh Tyre and Mechanical Goodyear goal. So they stretch that lead to 22-10, so that's a 12-point buffer leading into the last quarter of this match. And as you said, Nutsy, Warwick slowly taking the ascendancy, running downhill here at Father Ranger Oval, and it was all come from
the defence.
Exactly. So they kick off to Joey Firmono.
Probably not the best person to kick to.
No, and it was only a short one, and he'll play it 30 out from his try line.
23 to go.
So Mitch
Watson!
The fence is landing, and he's got one to beat.
Can you believe it?
He does a celebration too, throws it up in the air, and that has nearly nailed the coffin here for Highfields. And they stretch that lead to 26-10 with 22 to play. Kick to come.
I tell you, true and correct, King Hawk and Cookie. Not only was that a great try, but this young man, he is one of the most delightful young men you'll ever meet. He's so polite. He's got great manners, and I've had a lot to do with this kid, and he's very respectful. And it's great to see him score a try like that.
Well, he's recovered from his HIA, that's for sure, because he just beat the one defender, and he's gone beat the fullback quite easily.
No wonder I thought he was going to stand up Appo.
No.
And Nev Cherry over at Brothers, mate, where Cowboys have broken this game apart, 22-10. What's the score over there, mate?
Mate, Wattles Warriors 28, Brothers Leprechauns 6.
And, mate, Wattles playing really well by the sounds of it. And Brothers up to
it. Just solid, playing really solid. They've all stepped up today, and just it's because the wet weather football's keeping the score down. If it had been a dry track like Wattles are back to the best. They've got Andrew Richardson back there at fullback. He's playing brilliantly. Young Nick Vanderpool in the centres. He's having an absolute blinder, and Braden Wilson out on this wing.
Thanks very much, Neb. So are we talking now to the Mason Rasmussen Warwick configuration with this Warwick side going well as Matt Marshall comes in, Terry?
And he kicks the Pittsburgh Tyre Mechanical goal. Yes, I'd say, King Hawk, that they've got one hand on the chance of the trophy, that is for sure.
Valley's always in there as well after last night's win, but Nutsy, this Warwick boys been impressive this second half.
The second half, though, and really comes on the back of what I said. Cody Tandy's kicking game in the second half being pinpoint accurate. It's really put Highfields under a lot of pressure where it wasn't there in the first half. And Highfields have really had to dig deep. And you see the Cowboys now just under a bit of possession, really starting to stamp their authority, Cookie.
Who was that just caught the ball? He's in the 17 jersey.
I can't pick him up.
Doesn't matter.
And he was one that wasn't named in either. So they've had a couple of changes to the bench as you see this man Brown.
Plays it on his own 30. Harry Solomon gets it onto Bloomfield. He beats the defender. Gets it onto Tandy. Tandy dummies to his left. Heads back to his right. Dummy and picks up Matty Marshall. Running straight up the middle. And they're making inroads.
Yeah, they're just starting to make a few little inroads there pretty easily, aren't they?
They are.
Oh, good contact.
Burn.
Smith
Smith, is it?
Yeah, I think it was Smith.
No, Byrne.
No, they've made the tackle.
Oh, Smith, yeah, Nathan
And here's
Smith.
his kick I'm talking about, Cookie.
And
Look
it's in
where
the
gonna sit.
corner. Absolute beauty from that man, Tandy, as Nutsy's...
Been alerting too, like his kicking game has just really picked up in the second half. And for those listeners, Tandy's just put that within the try line, a couple of metres from the try line into touch, slowing the play down.
Yes, the pressure's been put on all the second half against the Highfields Eagles. And now they're 10 metres out from their own line, and they've got 90 metres to go. I don't think they've got 18 points in them to tie it up with 19 minutes to go, boys.
You never say anything in the game of rugby league, King Hawk, because we've seen it all before. You never want to presume anything. But
I've always been right this game. Nothing. Don't you start, brother.
28 points to 10. They hold a very, very handy lead.
Will O'Grady plays it. Jacob Mowat, the try scorer for the Highfields Eagles, brings it back. They're working it out from their own try line. They come back to the middle. Through,
Nearly a hand of a shoulder, was it?
Smith it was. Plays it on the 40-metre line. So they come back to the middle through Appo. So he's recovered. He still gets up. Not held. So he's still going. Beaten another one. Great run by him. And he's finally rounded up by Abbas. Last
Great
tackle.
run.
35 out from the line. McKenzie throws a long ball to Hamill. Hamill gets it back to Hooper.
What I tell
and
you,
it's
King
gone
Hawk,
forward.
they score there, mate. This game's not over.
It is if you keep on throwing forward passes, Nutsy. Come on.
There's Jethro. Look at Jethro on the sideline.
So it's a handover to the Warwick Cowboys. 18 to play. They lead 28-10.
And looks like the game started over at Pittsworth, but Pittsworth leads South Tigers 4 points nil early.
Vavega brings it forward for the Cowboys. Comes back to the middle through Tandy. Cohen Brown plays it just short of his 40-metre line. McMahon's come back into the game. Gets it onto Tandy. Tandy a long ball. He beats Lee. Firmino. No, Stewart it was. Beat him hands down. Just couldn't get the ball away. Bloomfield takes a scoot out of dummy half. He's wrapped up by Brighton, the winger.
17 to go, 28-10 the Cowboys.
Made play it on the halfway. Tandy goes wide to Marshall. Marshall puts a little stabbing kick over the top. Kicked again by the Cowboys. Appo's there. Kicked again by the Cowboys. Hamill beats them all into touch. But it ended up a great result for the Cowboys because they'll have Highfields have an S&K drilling scrum 10 out from their try line in that junior clubhouse side.
Yeah, and look, and Marshall that time went for more of a trickier kick that time. A shorter kick, and the Cowboys, once again, Cookie, as we said before, kick is only good as the chasers.
And there was plenty of chase.
There was plenty of chasers.
Greg Quinn over at Pittsworth and South. They've started there, Greg, have they?
We're 20 minutes in. The Danes have scored. It's currently 4-0.
Cheers, Greg.
Oh, players down here. Sorry, we go back to the game here, and the 7 for the Cowboys has just hit his head. It's young Abbas with a head knock, and he went straight to the ground. Referees pulled up the game straight away as we see the captain for the Cowboys, Bloomfield, going straight into their player to help out there.
So Lance McGrady
in
the 17 jersey. So he had a great chase off a Matty Marshall trickster kick. He was
and
good.
really
He was
put the
smart
pressure on
play,
him.
actually.
Yeah.
When I come back, I want to be a McGrady because then I'll be a good footballer.
You think so?
No, probably. No, but if I had a name called McGrady, I'd be a good footballer.
You feeling okay there?
Don't even start, Nutsy. I do it once a year and you're up me. Come on.
and a great job you do once a year too, King Hawk.
I'll be back next week if you don't watch you blokes.
I hope you are.
And we have more exciting games, I know that much.
We have a lot of fun, that's for sure, mate. A lot of fun. And you always seem to get the great matches because today it's
been a cracker. Don't let the scoreboard fool you here, listeners.
Exactly.
It's 28 points to 10, but hasn't been a game like that.
And it's not over. There's still 16 minutes to play. Highfields bringing it out of their own danger zone. They come back to the middle. Jacob Mowat. That's a good run. Gets it to his 30-metre line. They come to the right. Picked up by Jared Lee off his toe. Connor Nolan. That's good combination.
16 to go.
They come to the right through Jared Lee. Jared
Good
Lee
pass.
out to Morosky.
Numbers.
Campbell
he should have
throws
gone
one
himself.
back inside, but he missed it. Young Bright missed it. Picked up by Mitch Watson.
Cody Burns is going to go for a bit of a
Mitch
scallop
Watson.
there. I got it,
Cookie.
Cookie. I've got your back, Cookie. Take a drink.
Thank you.
Been a long day.
It has. It's been
Oh,
end-to-end
good
stuff.
stuff.
Cullen Brown.
I wish I had hair like his. I think it's got longer since the last time I saw it.
He's added
And
some
look,
thrust.
I'd like to see him reach his potential. He was a very, very good junior. Played for the Mustangs.
What, you
Good
mean
to
longer
s-
hair?
No, good to see him out here playing A grade. He's got so much potential, that kid.
Strong.
So Abbas, he's recovered from that head knock.
Cruz.
Plays it. Goes to Josh Cruz. Josh Cruz scored an absolute cracking try this afternoon under the post. Plays it 35 out from the try line.
Oh.
Goes to Craig Don. Puts one along the ground. Sean Hamill stops it with his foot. Kicks ahead. Hooper's done a hamstring.
He has too. That's
Yeah,
a blow.
That is a blow, and it stayed in field. So Warwick pick it up, and they bring it back with some interest, and they get it back to the halfway through that man,
That was
Josh
nearly,
Cruz.
yeah, that was nearly a big opportunity there for Highfields. If he hadn't blown his hamstring, he was right on his bike there, Cookie.
No, it was Bradfield, Vega, the front rower. He has a hit up.
He's all right, Hooper.
Plays the ball to McMahon, on to Tandy. Tandy.
Had a bit of a look that time.
He did
Tomato.
have a Captain Cook.
Probably just not quite set up properly the play, but as we see Highfields now, Cookie.
Through Connor Nolan. Get another chance. Can they post some points, some much-needed points? 14 to
go.
play.
He's been busy, Nolan, too, Cookie.
Nathan Smith plays it on the... No, it's not. The 13, which is... Beatros, sorry. Played it.
Yeah,
Slow play the
45
ball.
out from the
Will
Warwick
O'Grady
line.
gets it on to Beatros. Takes another hit up. Slow play the ball. They go to the 7 in Lee. Lee had it back to Appo.
Good
Appo
pass.
throws a cutout ball to Brighton. Brighton heads back infield. Mitchie Watson picks him up and drives him into the ground. They go to the left through Stewart. Stewart through Lee, but well read by Joey Firmono. He a cross kick off the boot, and Joey Firmono read it beautifully and picks it up 10 out from his try line and gets it back to his 22. Craig Don has a scoot out of dummy half, but he's monstered by 4 Highfields players and made to play it. McMahon goes to the right, gets it on to Bradfield. Bradfield takes a hit up of some venom, gets it to the Vega. So they go in tandem, the front rowers, which they've done
That's
well
what
this
you want to see,
afternoon.
too.
Plays it just short of his 40. McMahon goes out to Tandy. Tandy kicks ahead. Has McGrady there. Beats McGrady. He was too
Don't you
quick
love
for
that game?
Appo.
Look at this, it's game.
Kicks ahead. Abbas kicks it. And Appo's there. Saves the day.
Look out.
And
Here he
comes
comes.
back. The Will of the West. He's still going. Picks up with Lee. Lee runs it. Oh, he has
It'll be a penalty.
That's a
It'll
rip.
be a
It has
penalty.
it.
It'll be
Yeah,
a
it will
penalty.
be. Tandy has
Tandy,
a shot.
He likes to get that hand in there, doesn't he?
Oh, well.
It was nearly a reef
just
they had
likes
to have
to
because
take
they were in
it.
trouble.
McGrady, with the kick over the top of McGrady,
He
gets that
beats
ball.
it. He
He's
was too
going to
quick
score.
for it.
He's too quick. They would have scored.
Yeah, because there was plenty of support around.
Yeah, it was nearly a reef they had to have, wasn't it?
Anyway, Highfields with 12 to play. They get a penalty just short of halfway, and they kick to this clubhouse side.
Last chance, I reckon, Eagles here, Nutsy.
Yeah, well, it's getting close. They need to score this set of 6 if they're going to make the game interesting.
You know how I'm always right.
Yeah.
Borowski in the middle of the field will play it on the first tackle. And now he gets the penalty. Second chop in the ruck.
Are they slowing the ball down here, Cowboys?
They're certainly slowing the play down.
11 to
which
go.
is in their favour because Highfields need to really speed it up. Smith goes out to Mackenzie. Mackenzie onto Will O'Grady, and Will O'Grady will play it on the first tackle. 20 out from the try line on the scoreboard side. Comes back to Beatros. Beatros picks up Smith, and Smith ragdolled to the ground by Bloomfield. Lee takes the line on to Connor Nolan. Connor Nolan, a flat ball. will play it 10 short of the try line.
Jared Lee's doing everything he can to get the Highfields going.
George onto Morosky, onto Smith. Smith.
Oh, he's dropped it.
Second phase play goes to juggled by Will O'Grady, but the Warwick defence quickly gets across there to cover it up. So they come back to the right. It comes to McKenzie, to Lee. Lee onto Appo. Appo passes it on. A terrible pass. Picked up by Tandy, so no advantage to the Cowboys. So the original knock on by Highfields. They'll get, Warwick will get a S&K drilling scrum. 10 out from their try line. 10 minutes to play. They lead by 28-10.
Nutsy.
It's all
yeah, well, look, I mean, it was a big opportunity there for Highfields. Listeners at home, you've got to realise there was a couple of bits of brilliance here from the Warwick side through Furimano and Watson, which really has got the gap. Outside that, there's been nothing in the game. Big opportunity there from Highfields. I thought they would have scored over that right-hand edge. Great Cowboys last-ditch defence on O'Grady, Cookie.
Neb Cherry, quick score.
Mate, 32, Waddles, 12 for Brothers.
Cheers.
So, Don is good. Slow play the ball. Wrapped up by Will O'Grady on his own 22. Mickey, oh no, it's
Watson.
Mickey Watson. He takes the settler for the forwards. Plays it. Goes to Favega. Favega, good run by the front rower. Gets it just short of his 40. They come to the left. Through Firmino. Firmino takes on Stewart. He's been a handful out here on the left. And they take 4 of them, and they finally put him down on the halfway on this clubhouse side. Now he's just He tried to milk the penalty, but referee, fair game. It just pops out. So Highfields will get another opportunity. We're gone into the last 10.
And for Neb Cherry, pest control, we should have said, Terry. We go to Greg Quinn. Hopefully he answers the phone. Greg Quinn, how are you going over there, mate?
Yeah, mate, 13 minutes to go in the first half. It's 4-0 for the Danes.
Gee, it must be a tight one there.
Mate, very wet, tough conditions, but yeah, a bit of drop ball as you'd expect, but they're having a good go at each other.
Thanks, Greg.
Cookie. McKenzie goes out to Will O'Grady, standing out in the centres, the big fella.
It's unusual to see him. He's just parked himself over on that edge all day, hasn't he, Cookie?
And he's been effective. They probably haven't got enough ball.
I just like to use him through the middle, though. He's a powerful big man. I think he's wasted. That's my opinion.
Well, fair enough.
Morosky again.
So, takes a charge in. Finished off by Byrne. So they come through Smith. Smith dummies. Pokes his nose through.
Good pass.
Gets it onto Beatros. Beatros still going. Tries to get his arm free, but made to play it. They come to the left. Through Morosky onto Lee. Lee gets it on to McKenzie. No, McKenzie.
Last tackle.
Great tackle by Don. Don is good. So they come back to Smith.
No. He does it again. Oh, what a tackle.
It was a great tackle by Appo. Had to be made. So they're on the boil. Mitchie Walker going for his double. Great run by him. So we're back up to the tempo. We go to the right through Bradfield. Bradfield looks for support, but no one forthcoming, and now a second chop in the ruck. Gets the penalty for the Warwick Cowboys, and they'll just slow the clock down. 7 to play.
Now I'm going to call it now. They can't be beaten now, King Hawk.
Oh, don't tell me. You're right now. You're starting to come to join the team.
28 points to 10. I can't see Highfields coming back
7 to go.
Vega. The big fella gets it into Highfields territory, sorry.
You're right. Everything's good, Cookie.
So, Byrne, they just go in one-on-one. They just work it up the field, the Highfield.
30.
The Warwick Cowboys goes to Tandy, back inside. Fender still going, the young buck. That's a good run by him. Plays a good play the ball too. They come to the left. Out the back.
Good tackle.
Tandy got it onto Craig Don. Great defensive read by Campbell Stewart. Tandy scheming down this left-hand edge. I couldn't see that.
No, he's going to penalise the Cowboys from down behind his player.
Yeah, Shepherd.
Quick call too.
Yeah.
And the Warwick Cowboys haven't lost their intensity even with 6 minutes to go, leading 28 points to 10. It shows the quality side they are, Nutsy.
Yeah, definitely. Look, I mean, very impressed with their second half effort here.
Now they're mouthing off, so they've given a penalty. So they've marched them up the field. Jared Lee have got Highfields, and they'll tap it just short of halfway. Tell me about Tandy from Tenterfield.
Yeah, he comes from Tenterfield. He's played for Tenterfield. He played a fair bit of football here in Warwick.
On the left, Cookie.
He played there. He played in the
no play on
in the Border League competition.
Yep.
But he's always been thereabouts. Look, he'd be sort of 27 or 8 years of age. But he's really come.
Great addition.
Well, he has.
Looks as though he's set with him, that's for sure. So, Cowboys have, after a Highfields mistake, have got it back.
Fender
to 30 out from the Highfields line. Fender will play it midfield. McMahon goes into dummy half, gets it to Tandy, kicks for Mitch Watson. Ball still bouncing. Appo, great body on the line. Body on the line. And now Joey Firmono's trying to claim a try, but the referee's going, no, he's injured.
And boys, we have to start thinking about the League Group Electrical Player of the Match.
Don, the front row for Highfields and Watson. Craig Don, what's the front row's name?
Morosky.
You're going for a beaten side to go for your player of the match?
Craig Don, 3 points. Morosky, 2 for the Highfield side. And I reckon young Watson, he deserves the 1 point. He's been in everything and he's played like another forward. There, that's my 3-2-1.
Well, I reckon that Firmono opened the game up when he scored that brilliant try after the half-time break to make it 16 points to 10, and he was strong in the first half to keep the Warwick Cowboys in the game, couldn't he?
And, well, I'm going with Joey Firmono too, mainly because of that 10-minute period there where he defended, created a dropout, and then set up.
Yeah, I just go for Don for his business in the game. I think his involvement's been fantastic.
Well, he gets my 2 points there, Nutsy, for the best Highfields player. And number one, I think that Tandy fellow went pretty well, but I'm open for offers on that number 1 pointer. Cookie.
Truly. Take your pick. They've all been strong this afternoon, the Cowboys. Yeah,
across the board,
Craig,
yes, you're
Craig
right.
Don is good. He has had an absolute. He's handled the ball probably the most out of all of them.
Just busy game, hasn't he?
Well, we'll give him the 3. We'll give Morosky the 2.
Firmono 3.
And we'll give Firmono the 1.
No, we had Firmono.
No, he's gone with me. He's gone with me. He's gone with me.
He's made a miraculous.
He's gone Don 3.
He's got his Channel 9 chopper out the back.
You've done a turnaround. You're
That's
a turncoat, Cookie.
He's gone Don 3.
What's going on? You said Firmono.
You're King Hawk. You make the decision.
Rightio, Firmono 3. And Morosky 2 for the Highfields guys. And Don is good 1. That's a 3-2-1. But as you said, boys, the Cowboys side have been great across the park. And Watson. And the young fellas too. And here for Firmono to actually exclamate my picking as the 3-pointer man of the match.
Yeah, look at Don in there once again with a lovely carry.
3 to go.
What I said, unbelievable. He's been very busy all afternoon for the Warwick Cowboys.
But it's been an impressive win by the Warwick Cowboys.
They were under
this
all sorts of
afternoon.
pressure, weren't they?
Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Nev Cherry will give us an update for the Waddles versus Brothers game.
Marshall gets it back into Abbott. Abbott has support both sides. Gets it to Josh Cruz.
He'll get there. He's number 2. That's
the Sports Club try.
That's got him out now to 32 points to 10, Cookie. Isn't that marvellous for the backing up? You back up the ball player and you'll score the try.
Jamie Abbott.
The love boat comes into anchor
everywhere
and puts the anchor down to score a wonderful try for the Cowboys. And the Cowboys lead 32 points to 10 with under 2 minutes to go and have our match of the day here at Father Ranger Oval, Nutsy.
Yeah, very good. And once again, you back up the ball carrier there. Abbas got through of a beautiful pass from Marshall. And Cruz trailed down the middle of the field. It was just a draw and pass. Beautiful. Just nothing difficult about that, Cookie. Just back the ball carrier up. It's been all the Cowboys here in the second half. I just thought in that first half, off air at halftime, I said to Cookie, when Highfields dominated that possession there for a period, they should have been probably 6 to 8 points up at half-time, and they weren't. The Cowboys have marched away here in the second half through some brilliant football and through some torrid defence. As Cookie said, Flurimano's efforts over there to stop that try that time, and the way he busted the line and scored that try,
Well,
and
that
young
was
Mitch
the
Watson.
difference.
Mitch Watson.
The difference.
Well, after they kicked the ball back on tackle 4, Watson went straight through and run the length of the field. Back-to-back tries.
Matt Marshall comes in, Cookie.
And really sunk them.
For the Goodyear, Pittsworth Goodyear
That'll be game
Mechanical and Tyre Centre, Goodyear goal. And he gets that.
And that makes it 34 points to 10 in the Father Ranger Oval here in the match of the day with 30 seconds to go. And don't forget the replay on Power TV on Monday night at 7 p.m. You can access that through powertvaustralia.com or download the Power TV app, Power TV Australia app. And we appreciate Power TV, who have been wonderful supporters of rugby league here this year and last year. But finish off the game, Cookie.
Yes, but Warwick Cowboys, they are the benchmark of the competition. They have led all year, and they've just cemented there goes the full-time siren. 34 points to 10. The Cowboys, the Warwick Cowboys, have run out winners over the Highfield Eagles, and they have been the benchmark of the competition, and they've just cemented their spot in the Madsen Rasmussen Trophy in a fortnight's time.
We go to Nev Cherry.
Warriors run out 32 points to 12, Obi, and surprisingly they did not kick one goal today. That's 8 tries.
32 points to 12?
To 12.
Waddles have hit back too, so they've had a strong win as well.
Mate, it was a good win for them.
And your 3-2-1, mate?
Mate, I'll give Nick Vanderpool the 3, I'll give Mitch Ravel the 2, and Ty Gardner 1.
Thanks very much, Nev. We'll see you next week.
Right, gentlemen.
And what a game we've had here, boys.
I'll tell you, the scoreline didn't really reflect the
exactly right,
and the closeness of the game. Just a few individual brilliance from A, Joey Firmino, and B, just the pressure the Warwick Cowboys on their line in that first half, their defensive efforts. Just
well, that's Cookie.
That was the difference.
Highfields had that 4 sets against them there.
Yeah, you said.
And I really
they
did think
should have went in.
They should have scored with that amount of a possession. But well, you've got to give the Cowboys full credit for their defensive efforts here, particularly in that first half when they were under all sorts of pressure. Really held their line very strong, and then the Highfields just sort of grounded Highfields out in the second half through some brilliant pieces of play. And as I've said during the coverage, I thought Joey Flurimano's individual effort and Mitchie Watson back-to-back tries really sunk the Highfields Eagles.
Exactly right.
And boys, the Hutchison player of the round, it has to go, and we weren't there, but what I hear from all reports, the actually comeback from Dalby over Oakey. Oakey were leading 20 points to 10, and Dalby won 24 to 20, and the man of the match over there for Dalby was Will Camborne. So he's going to win our Hutchies player of the round. So congratulations to Will. And, gee, it's been a great round of football, boys.
Oh, absolutely. We're starting to get into the nitty-gritty of the season. We're nearly at the halfway mark. A couple of weeks to go to the Madsen Rasmussen Trophy final. So it's hotting up here in the Toowoomba Rugby League 100 years centenary.
We look forward to the State of Origin here in Suncorp Stadium on Wednesday night. Isn't that going to be an exciting game?
Oh, can't wait. How many sleeps?
It's that time of the year, isn't it, where it gets really exciting.
I can smell the liniment. I can smell the liniment.
Football it comes to its best, doesn't it?
Well, this has been King Hawk of the Father Ranger Oval on behalf of Nutsy George McVeigh. And for the last word, as always, Terry Cook to sign off. On
behalf of King Hawk, Nutsy, myself, Power TV Australia, Power FM, back in the studio. It's goodbye here from Father Ranger Oval. Always look after your friends and family. And rugby league football, it's the greatest game of all.
Every week on Power TV Australia, the TRL Footy Show, proudly sponsored by Power FM and Hutchie's Builders. Join our team of experts Friday morning at 7 for an in-depth analysis, plus the latest news from all the clubs leading into the weekend's games and some fun along the way. The TRL Footy Show. Catch it online at powertvaustralia.com or take it with you anywhere by downloading the Power TV app. Power TV Australia, the home of the TRL Footy Show. For a new slant on local television, you can't go past the Power TV network. Catch up on all the latest local news, sport, events and entertainment on Toowoomba's own online television station, Power TV Australia, home of the TRL Footy Show. Find us at powertvaustralia.com or take us with you wherever you go by downloading the Power TV Australia app. Discover a whole new world of entertainment at Power TV Australia.
Looking for exposure for your business or event? Take your business, community event, training seminar, sports fixture, function, concert or exhibition to the world with Power TV Australia and Power FM's unique live outside simulcasts. We can turn your next local event into a worldwide sensation with stunning live pictures, interviews, graphics and live action replays for a fraction of the usual cost. From a festival or sports fixtures to a corporate or charity event, Power TV Australia and Power FM can take your message live to our local and national viewers and listeners. Invite the world to your party by contacting Barry today on 0431 390 920 or email programming@powertvaustralia.com for a quote.
This has been a live production in conjunction with Power FM for the Toowoomba Rugby League by the Power TV Network.